channel. I'm excited to be back today filming in our new house. It has been a minute since I've been on YouTube. With the move and everything, I just got kind of crazy and didn't have enough time, but now we are all settled and I am super excited to be using the Kylie Grinch Collection today. I ordered 3 different things from this collection when it launched and it was sold out pretty quickly. Here is the colors in the palette. They are absolutely beautiful. So I'm really excited to play with this today. Also picked up the shadow sticks, which there are 4 of them in here. And then I also grabbed the lipstick set. Super excited to play with these today and show you guys a look. So if you're excited to see me use the Kylie Grinch Collection, then just keep watching. I am going to work on setting my face up and my foundation and stuff before I come back to you with the eyes. I'm gonna do that off the camera and then I'll be back with you guys soon. All right, so I have my face all ready. So I'm gonna get started. I'm trying to decide what I wanna do. If I wanna play with like more of the greens or the browns and the pinks. I think I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna go for some green, and I think I'm gonna try to make kind of like the look from the campaign, which she's got like the green swoop. So let's get started. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush, and excuse the fact that it's dirty and I'm not good at cleaning my brushes. But this is the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe collection, the eye brush set, and this is JH32. And I'm gonna start with this really light color up at the top called Whoville. And that looks like it's gonna be a really nice starting base color for me. So I'm gonna put that in the crease and all over my lid, kind of just to get started here. She's got some really pretty shimmers in this palette, so I'm excited to use those, especially if I'm going this green route. I think it's gonna be fun to play with those. And this color so far, it seems very good as like a starting point for me, like a good nude base color. And this palette, I'm still just not over the packaging. I absolutely love the little Grinch eyes and everything. I think she absolutely nailed the look and feel of this collection. And what a fun theme with the Grinch. She always does such good holiday themed collections. So that's looking pretty good there with that base color on. And that is like almost the perfect shade of my skin here. It's always good to start with a nice neutral color like this, put down, and that will help all the other colors blend as you work them in. They're not going straight onto your skin, they're going onto more of like a powdered base with the eyeshadow, and that should hopefully help make them blend a bit better. So now I'm going to take my JH33, and it's kind of similar to that brush, but it's a little bit flatter. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm diving straight into this dark green here. It's called Green and Mean. So we're just gonna go straight, well actually, no, we're not gonna go straight into the green. I'm gonna dive into this browns. I think I'm gonna mix Old Grinch and You're a Vile one. These names are fun. I'm gonna mix those 2 browns and go in my crease with that first before I dive into the green. So again, it's the Old Grinch and You're a Vile one, mixed and going into my crease. I'm just working these in until I'm happy with my crease, and then I'm gonna start playing with some of the greens, and it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to use them. Hopefully they blend well and they look nice. I haven't watched any other reviews on this yet, so I wanted to just fully experience this palette for myself and what I think, so you guys are getting my honest first opinions. Hopefully you guys can see that on the camera, but that is the browns. And there is a color up here at the top called Stocking Full of Coal. And it's kind of like a dark greeny brown. And so I think I'm gonna take that one and also put it in the crease. And that's gonna help me transition from the browns here to the green. I'm gonna focus this color kind of more on the outer part, to keep the inner part a little bit lighter and less cluttered, because I want to keep the outside dark and the inside a bit lighter. But you can see this color is showing up really nicely so far. You can definitely see the green in this color coming through, which is good. That's what we want. We want the green to come through and help us transition over. And then I'm gonna take some of that to my lower lash line as well, just to keep everything blended and consistent. Feeling pretty good about this. This is looking like a good crease starting point, and I think it's going to transition us nicely into those other green colors. So I'm going to wrap up this side and do the other side, and then I will be right back with you. All right, so this is where I am currently at. I will go ahead and say this green's not too bad, but it definitely doesn't blend as well as I was hoping it would, but I managed to get it to where I'm happy with it, so I use that brush quite a lot to blend it out. And so far, you know, it's a good color for transitioning to the brown, but it was a little difficult to blend that darker green out, so just keep that in mind. But so far, it's looking all right. So I'm going to dive into, I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna take this brighter green here, and that one's called Green and Mean. And I'm gonna start putting that one kind of on the lid at the bottom of my crease. Just start bringing in this green color. And right off the bat, I hope you can see that. It's super green. I can already tell the pigment of this, quite incredible. So we're gonna pack this green on now until we're happy. And this is like green, so we're getting lots of pigment here. And this one's blending a lot better than that darker one already. I can already tell it's so much easier to blend. I'm putting this one like all over my lid here and that lower crease area, blending it into the dark green. And already I'm a lot happier with how this is looking now. That dark green had me scared, but this light green is saving the day. And this is kind of the medium green, so next I'm gonna go into the light green. And hopefully that one will be a nice color as well to work with. So this is what it's looking like with that green. And I think so far it's looking pretty good. Again, this green is just so pigmented. It's a little unbelievable. I'm just gonna keep packing on this green until it's nice and strong. Can you see that? Can you see how pigmented that is? Incredible. And so far, I don't have any fallout down here at all from this, which is actually shocking for how pigmented this green is. I took the darker green and that brown down to my lower lash line, but I don't think I'm gonna do that with this because I don't want the lower lash line to be too green heavy. This color, hopefully you can see how beautiful it is. It's such a pretty green, and it shows up so well. I'm extremely impressed with the pigment of this green color. All right, now we're gonna dive in here, there, and this lighter green color, which is called Who Pudding. And I'm gonna put that on the center and the front of my lid and kind of blend it into that back section. And I don't know if you can see that very well, but I am highly impressed with the pigment of this green as well. She has done a really good job with these green shadows, minus the dark one. The dark one was a little bit hard to blend, but this lighter green and that medium green are absolutely fantastic. And this is such a pretty, it's a little bit more teal blue. It's absolutely beautiful on my lid. So hopefully you can see the difference between this eye and this eye now. I am loving how this green is coming out, this lighter green. Again, fantastic pigment. I can't say it enough. I'm just very impressed with the pigment on these two greens that I've just used. This Grinch palette was really exciting for me because obviously who doesn't love the Grinch and Christmas? And I never thought that I would be playing with green eyeshadow, but here we are. Kylie made me do it. All right, so this is where we are at with the green. I am really loving it. I think it's turned out super well. I always have one eye that's better. This eye is definitely better. I hope you can see it on the camera really good because these greens, the pigment is amazing. I'm just gonna say it, the pigment is amazing. I'm now going to play with some of these green glitters. I think I'm just going to put this darker shade on my outside of my lid towards the V, and then I'm gonna put the lighter one more in the center. So the darker one is called The Last Can of Who Hash, and then the lighter one is called Mount Crumpet. And I'm going to take the same flat brush that I was using with that light green color and start working those onto my lid. I might have to change to my finger. That's usually how it goes with glitters, but we will see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use my finger. So I'm gonna go in with my finger and start pressing that here on the outside. Already I have a little bit of a complaint with this glitter. One, there's a lot of fallout, which honestly with glitter it's to be expected, but this glitter is kind of chunky, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit chunky. So it's kind of hard to blend out here. It is very pretty though, but you're definitely gonna have to be careful with it and blend it. Maybe this lighter green one is a little bit less chunky and maybe it'll be good on the edges to help blend out. So the lighter one's less chunky, but it is very pretty. I hope you can see that. But I've definitely made a mess and I'm definitely gonna have to clean up my mess under my eyes when I'm done. Yeah, this darker green glitter is extremely chunky. It's a little bit difficult to work with. I definitely recommend using your finger. I think this will be impossible to get right with a brush. I'm just gonna work this glitter in with my finger until I'm happy. Then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right guys, so I have done my best to clean this up. Hopefully you can see the glitter was an absolute nightmare. I ended up wiping off everything under my eyes and reapplying my concealer and all that, but that seems to have done the trick. So this is where we are at before eyeliner and mascara. So I'm gonna put those on right now. I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner because this one's a bit wetter than my El Maquillage one, and this one should go over that glitter a lot easier. All right, so this is my eyeliner done. Now I'm gonna work on some mascara. So I think the eyes are done. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I honestly think it turned out a lot better than I expected for some green eyeshadow. I don't really gravitate towards green eyeshadow, but for the Grinch, we had to do it. So let's pick a lipstick now to finish off this look. All right, so I'm deciding to go with a Wonderful Awful Idea, which is kind of the nudie color. I think with all that's going on in the eyes, keeping the lips simple is a good plan. So this is my finished look with the Kylie Grinch palette. I'm super happy that I decided to play with all of the greens today. I'm really impressed with those two. I think they were both matte shades of green. Yeah, so these two matte shades here, I'm very impressed with how those turned out. And the glitter is absolutely beautiful despite how messy it was. Again, this Last Can of Who Hash is a very chunky glitter, so be careful. And the only one I had a complaint today with was that dark green color that we used in the crease, but I eventually got it to blend, so all is well. Overall, I'm happy with this collection. The lipsticks feel great and all that stuff. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like down below and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my channel. And until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.